everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play. Today I'm going to be doing a demo kind of thing. This is a game called Regeria Hope, and actually when I did my vlog and I was talking about Phoenix Wright and whatnot, I came across this game, and apparently they had a Kickstarter not too long ago, and it was successful, and so they've released the first case as like a playable demo. I don't think the full game's been released yet, but you can play through the first case, and I figured, hey, you know what? Maybe this will scratch that Phoenix Wright itch, and you guys will be able to see something new and upcoming. Maybe be able to support a project that people are working very hard on right now. So this is called Regeria Hope. Not quite sure how long the first case is going to be, but I definitely want to see how they pull inspiration from Phoenix Wright. You can already see from like the art style and everything that they do definitely pay homage to Phoenix Wright. But man, like games like this and Avery Attorney, I just love mystery games like this. Okay, this version of Regeria Hope has screen animations, which may be very slow on your phone or computer. If you have a slow computer or phone, you will not turn the setting off. You won't miss anything in terms of clues, and you'll have a more enjoyable experience. The setting can be changed from the preference menu screen. Yeah, leave them on. We should be fine. I should be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of mystery with Regeria Hope. Dead drunk, apparently. July 9th, 9 p.m., 2099. Podunk City Hall, Grand Ballroom, USA. I already love it. You know those boring wedding videos that newlyweds force their friends to watch after a wedding? Don't worry, this one isn't boring, but someone isn't living happily ever after. You look like you're up to something, Mr. Waiter. Well, that was quick. I bet that wasn't the reception she was planning for. July 17th, 9 a.m., Podunk City Court, Waiting Room 2, USA. Oh my word. Oh my word, I'm gonna be late. This is my first murder case, and I'm gonna be late. I'm a defense lawyer, and I can't let my client down before the court's in session. Ah, Regeria, how nice of you to finally join us. I was having a rather mundane chat with this fellow here. We were thinking, if he were any later, he was going to just die. Just joking, dear. I knew you would show up. So, did you remember to read over the case files last night? Do you remember the name of our poor client? I did read the case files, but in my rush to get here, I've forgotten everything. Of course you did. Let's see. Farrell Triton, huh? Victoria Timms, the murder of Victoria Timms by Brockenhart. The victim has poisoned by potassium cyanide found on a wine glass at the scene. Okay, so her name was Victoria Timms. Got it. It's okay, dear. This is your first murder case, so I'll give you a little leeway. I see you have your case files on you. I already looked, thanks though. Oh, please tell me the name of our client today. The client was Brockenhart, because Victoria Timms is the one who died. Pretty sure it was arrowed knee. Great. So, Brock, say hi to the pretty lady. Hi, lady that's not as pretty as my darling dead wife. Oh my god, why'd she have to die? I'm gonna die too. Give me the guilty verdict. Bravo. So, the government gave us another crazy one? Not us, dear. You. Today's your first day as a fully fledged government-appointed defense lawyer. Mm-hmm. Yep. I was just getting settled, and now he reminds me that it's my first day. This is your first case? Great. I'm going to be seeing my wife soon. Don't worry, dear. I'll be here with you. Just wanted to congratulate you after all your hard work. Great. Thanks. Why would anyone do this to her? Why kill my wife? She couldn't hurt anyone. That's what we're here to find out today, Brock. We're gonna prove that it couldn't have been you. So, let's go on a run through of how to exhibit evidence in the court. There will be times where people in court will want you to show evidence to back up your claims, or to prove motives. Eka seta tara. Sure. I'm pretty sure being a fully fledged government appointed I'm sure I'm boring a fully fledged. You know what? Give me some advice, just in case it's different. This is my first court case. Okay, dear, I'll jog your memory. You've seen your case files before. Now you should try exhibiting some evidence before we get out in front of the TV cameras and reporters. So, what do you want me to exhibit now? How about you present the murder weapon to me? Are you kidding me? They couldn't even find the murder weapon yet. They did find what they currently consider to be the murder weapon, but I want you to prove to me that you know what it was. How about check your case files and present the evidence, just like you would in court. It would be some good practice before the trial. Use your big lawyer voice. Okay? Present. Wine glass. Most likely the murder weapon. Okay, so present this.
Have at you!
Wow. Have at you. Great. I think you have the hang of things, Regeria. Now, let's try practicing what you'll be doing in court. I'm going to make a few statements, and you'll need to find the statement that is false. When you do, present to me the evidence that proves me wrong, the same way you presented the evidence to me before. Our defendant's Brockenheart. Yes. Bottle of wine was poisoned. Regeria, one of my statements was lie. Okay. So it wasn't the bottle, right? Test on the wine found nothing, so here you go.
Have at you!
I think you're ready for prime time now, Regeria. And my, that shout! Have you been practicing? It certainly startled the guard. I wasn't scared. Anyway, Mr. Hart, come with me. See you in court. I always wanted to say that. Brock, wait! We still have to sort out your testimony for the court. Oh, I almost forgot. Guard, could I have a sec? Sure. Why not? Not like this case will take very long anyway. I can give you a few moments before you're sentenced to hang. Thanks, I think? Brock, we need the focus. I'm gonna write out your testimony. I need you to repeat the testimony I've written word for word. How could anyone believe that I could poison my own wife? This was my wedding day, the most important day of my life, marrying the woman of my dreams. Seems like I have most of this under control, Regeria. Soling it with a murder would be the worst thing I could do. If she died, what was I supposed to do to get away with it? I didn't know the wine was poisoned. All I was thinking about was taking Victoria to Hawaii for a honeymoon. Okay, is there anything you'd like to explain to me about testimony prep? Even though I've been working on this overnight, even more help can't hurt. Okay, of course. I'll explain how testimony prep works. This sheet shows exactly what your witness will say when their time to testify arrives. You can change what the witness will say. Any statement that has a checkbox next to it can be omitted. Oh! If the box is not checked, the statement will not be stated. Any statement with an arrow next to it can be swapped. Check the statement for any errors. Make sure your witness doesn't say something they'll regret. Soling it with the murder would be the first thing I do. No, worst thing. Okay. This is my wedding day, the most important day of my life, marrying the woman of my dreams. If she died, what was I supposed to do to get away with it? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you say that? That makes you sound like you're freaking a criminal. Like, if I did do it, how would I get away with it? Yeah, I don't think you need that. Brock, you think you can handle this? Yes, I can memorize this. See you on the testimony stand. Come with me, Brock. That's everything then. So, now that you're all sorted out, it's time to say hello to the cameras. Hello, you lovely people out there. Oh my god. Miss Hope, how does your client feel about being on your first case? My client knows that he's got the best defense lawyer possible. Miss Hope, you realize this is an open shut case, right? No case is always as it seems. That's right. We intend to bring that to light today. Regeria, we really must be going. But they have video showing the murder. Your client putting the poison in the glass. And we are here today to make sure that our client has the real truth uncovered from that video. Miss Hope, one more question. Sorry, that's all we have time for today. Miss Hope, how long do you think the case will last before your client is pronounced guilty? 1 hour? 30 minutes? Bye! That was quite enough of that. Time to head to our bench. Oh, press. Always messing with lawyers' heads to get a soundbite out of them. You handled yourself well out there. Oof. Doesn't feel like it. That video shown in court, we have no chance. We might as well just go home. Look, don't let it get to you. The only two things that keep you alive out there in the courtroom are your belief in your client's innocence and your own confidence. When either of those two go, you might as well just leave the courtroom, because the judge won't listen to a thing you say. Right now, you have both of those, so keep smiling and have hope. Hope? Right. Right you are. Without hope, our client has nothing. Okay, dear, that's all the pep talk I can give you for now. Just know I'll be by your side throughout the trial. Everyone, to your places. Okay, here we go. Oh dear, my dear. It looks like the DA has assigned his best prosecutor to the trial. Say hello to Artemis Narcissus. Ria, so you're the city little girl that signed up for this case, eh? Artie, I've been waiting for this time. I'll see you in court. But we're already here, silly. You meant to say that before we get into the courtroom. She beat me at comebacks again. You know her? Yeah. I'll explain later. All rise. I like this. All rise for the Honorable Judge Richard Bust. Be seated. Today we are here to pass judgment on Mr. Brockenhart, charged with the murder of Mrs. Victoria Timms. Does the prosecution have everything in order? Whoops. Indeed, Your Honor. All I have to say is this case will take less than an hour. I even set a timer. If that timer reaches 0, I'll consider this trial over and leave the courtroom. Judge, you might as well pronounce the defendant guilty by then. Agreed. I've got a nice turkey sandwich waiting for me when I get back to my office. Let me know when that timer reaches 0, would you? What if I just wait here, like right now? Like right now it's going down. I could literally just stand here and watch the timer go down. An hour-long playthrough of nothing. As you wish. What the heck just happened? Yeah, that just happened. Not much we can do about it now, other than prove our client's innocent in under an hour. An hour? That's ridiculous. Quiet, we don't have time. Artemis. You know, in the interest of making this fair, I think we should only have the timer count down when the defense needs to make an action. And to make it fair thus, my stomach, let's shorten it down to 10 minutes. Righto, Judge-o. Okay, with that item dealt with, defense, your opening statement. We welcome the challenge of proving our client innocent in under 10 minutes, and I know that won't be a challenge, considering he is, without a doubt, innocent. Very well. It is now time to have the chief officer at the scene describe the facts as they currently stand. Come to think of it, it would be good to see how the detective currently sees the case. Detective Hawkshaw, please describe the facts of this murder. Whoa. Yes, sir. The defendant, Brockenhart, murdered the victim, Victoria Timms, using poison found in a bottle on the scene. The defendant poisoned a glass of wine during the wedding reception, and the victim drank it. Death was immediate after drinking the poison. I'll use the video of the murder to demonstrate exactly how the murder happened. It's the first thing they're showing? Gotta have hope. There's gotta be something wrong with that tape. I'll start the video. Here's the waiter, bringing the wine out. Wait, what? Hang on. There's already wine in his glass? Come on, you gotta do better than that to freaking fool me. Here's the defendant puts the poison in the wine glass. Regina, my dear, does something look odd to you here? I think so, but what can I do about it? If there's anything that looks odd to you, you can try and interrupt, allowing you to object to the evidence that's being presented, or statements that are being made.
Objection!
Okay? Sure. There's nothing showing the defendant putting the poison into the wine glass at that moment in time. It looks like the defendant's only covering the wine glass. Looks like this kid's a live one.
Obiezione!
I'm sorry, what? Irrelevant. All evidence we have points to this time as when Brock put the poison in the wine glass. The defense is simply trying to confuse the facts.
Overruled.
Overruled? Is that what you sound like? While all of the evidence points to Brock poisoning the wine glass, I don't see that happening in this video. Okay, back to the video. After Brock's poured the wine, he gives it to his wife, and she drinks it. Everyone's laughing around and having a good time, and then she gets up to give a speech. Then passes out. Death comes soon after. Her lungs seize, and she stops breathing. This is where the video ends. Upon seeing the death, the local officer present at the wedding shut the area down, preventing all attendees from leaving or accessing the cloakroom to avoid any missing evidence. So, guests couldn't access the first cloakroom straight after the murder was committed. I better update my case files. The code's been added to the case files. Okay, cool. Thank you, Officer Shaw. I'll be asking you to testify about the motive of the murder soon. Judge, as you can see that the video shows the defendant had the means and the ability to poison the victim.
Objection!
The video doesn't show that the defendant had any way to poison the glass.
Obiezione.
Au contraria, here is the proof of your defendant's guilt. We found this poison in Brock's coat during the lockdown of the wedding reception. What? How the heck was Artemis able to find that? That's not in my case file. I better add it now. Regeria, I hope you aren't worried about this, my dear. Are you kidding me? We've got no chance. Look at Artemis. She's got the judge eating evidence out of her hand. Have some hope, Hope. This is all just a bunch of bluster. There's already been 2 major things wrong with the interpretation of their evidence. What? Are they lying? Not exactly. I wouldn't say that. It's just in their best interest to provide the facts the way that make your defendant look guilty. It's your job to poke holes in the facts that the prosecution provides. I get that, but how can I do that? And when? You already know about interrupting, so try that sometime. And I'm sure you'll be able to tell about the other way soon. I'll be able to tell you about the other way soon. Hang tight, Hope. Officer Shaw, the time has come for you to testify about why the defendant killed the victim. Of course, ma'am. It's simple, really. Victoria Timms had a giant wad of money. When Victoria died, Brock would have inherited a fat stack. This doesn't sound right. It's not. You need to prove that there's something wrong with the testimony. What? Oh, her will. Describes all the money will go to someone named Jordan Deed. Sorry, it hasn't been updated in over 5 years, so no mention of Brock and Hart in this document. Okay, cool. Got it. Cancel? Okay, got it. I'll show him. Well, here goes nothing. Really? That's the music we're gonna use? Okay. It's simple, really. Victoria Timms had a giant wad of money. Or, no, I need to interrupt? Maybe? Brock is completely brokenhearted now. That's not what I meant to. Probably just an act. Does anything about the witness testimony now strike you as odd? Well, yes, actually. What seems odd to you? I think the officer just made a statement without checking the case files. You know what to do when you see it, now's your chance to shove the evidence in his face. Okay, so can I just... Oh, like this. Present it.
Have at you!
Got it. Have at you! Impossible. Officer Shaw, how sure are you? Pretty sure. I mean, looks like it was the motive
Objection.
to... I love the music. Did you even read the victim's will? No, it just seemed that it was the obvious reason
Objection.
for... Brock isn't even mentioned on the will. And the last time the will was updated was over 5 years ago. Everything is going towards some guy called Jordan Deed. The defendant is not even mentioned. Your Honor, I move to strike all statements from this witness off the record. The choke? What? Your Honor, apart from the last statement about the motive, everything else has been true.
Sustained.
Very well. Proceed. Officer Shaw, that last statement will cost you in your next performance review. What? Oh, always with the pay. I'm going to ignore the witness's last statement. Everything apart from that still stands. Officer Shaw, you can go now. I'll talk to you after this trial is over. Right, so that's done. Is this case done yet? Can I go to lunch now? I have a rumbly in my tumbly. Your Honor, even without an apparent motive, this case is so open and shut that I think I might as well invite the defendant up to be our first witness. Maybe he'll save us a lot of time by just confessing? That would be really nice. I'm worried about the mustard on my turkey sandwich. I hope it doesn't dry out. Right you are, sir. The court would like to see Mr. Hart take the witness stand. Okay? Mr. Hart, I see you are ready to testify about your plight. Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. Let's do it. How could anyone believe that I could poison my own wife? Oh, this is the testimony I gave him. We all do. That's why you are here. Looks like Artemis isn't holding anything back. Don't let her run all over you and your client. Interrupt her right back.
Objection!
Your Honor, the prosecution is simply taunting the witness. Indeed. Artemis, please refrain from pointless shouting. This day was my wedding day, the most important day of my life, marrying the woman of my dreams. I can see that. I'd never heard anyone of hating their wedding day. Whew! I'll add some time to the defense's case. Sealing it with the murder would be the worst thing I could do. Seems like everything's going well so far. I didn't know the wine was poisoned. All I was thinking about was taking Victoria to Hawaii for our honeymoon. That went great! Mr. Hart, thank you for your testimony. I knew it! If I left that in there, then she freaking would have picked it clean! Oh, I'm so glad! Now, would you please state your whereabouts at the time of the murder? Murder? I told myself I wouldn't do this. Vic! Artemis just had to push him over the edge. Brock looks dead inside right now. I hope he doesn't say anything that I'm gonna regret. Can't do this anymore. I was right next to my wife when she died. I wish I was dead. I'm sorry for your loss. Please, state your recollections of the event. Sure thing. I'll make this court case as quick as possible. I don't want to be alive anymore. Looks like that turkey sandwich is getting closer and closer. Yum. Really? Really, Judge? The waiter brought the wine up for Victoria and I. I took the wine from the waiter. Then I poisoned the glass. I had it in my coat pocket so I could easily put the poison in. Then I gave it to my wife and she drank it. Dude, really? Really? You can't be serious. Calm down, Hope. He's obviously lying. You can't lie on the witness stand. You'd be surprised. So, Judge, should we consider the defendant guilty? I'm ready. My turkey sandwich is almost... Ooh, Farrell! The court must recognize the defense has the right of a rebuttal. Oh! I suppose I could get a guard to put it in the fridge. Full roll on with it, then. Dear, have you checked your case files lately? What, you want me to check them? Give me a sec. The coat, right? Wing, found it the coat and check it, yeah. But I can't present it yet. You said? Good. Somewhere in your case file must be something that proves Brock is lying about murdering Victoria. Orchestra, can you turn it down just a notch? Please. It's your job to prove that he's lying, and the evidence that you'll use to prove it. So have hope. Hope? Alright, got it. We got it. Let's do this. Engage. I can prove he's lying. I don't know why you'd want to take the fall, though. Like, somebody killed your wife. Don't you want to know who did it? I'm just saying. This, and here we go. How about you, you lying husband? Ex-husband? Widow? That's sad. Come on, Brock. I know you miss your wife, but dying won't bring her back. What is the meaning of this? Your Honor? Remember the video we just saw? Sure. We saw in the video where your client poisoned the... Your Honor, if he did poison the victim, how did he get the poison? Clearly, he wasn't wearing his jacket at the time of the murder. And since the cloakroom was locked off, he couldn't have put the poison in the wine glass. This means that it was impossible for Brock to have poisoned the wine. So what do you mean? Someone else must have put poison in the wine. Surely there's reasonable doubt. Shouldn't the case end here? No. But they didn't poison the wine, they poisoned the glass. The waiter, I'm so sure the waiter poisoned the glass. And then, or not, because I don't even know if that wine bottle was open. Because when she falls over, can I look at the video now or no? I don't know if I can. Can I review this? I need the next one. The next one. Okay, well, see, because there's one that's filled and one that's empty, and then when she's like laying down dead or unconscious or whatever state she's in, this wine bottle's tipped over, but I didn't see any liquid from it. So I don't know if this cork's been even popped. I have no idea. Okay, anyways, let's just go with this for now. Someone else must have put poison in the wine. Ridiculous. There's no one else that could have put poison in that wine glass. Objection! There's at least one person who could have put poison in the wine glass, and you'll see him in the murder video. Sustained. Sustained. Ooh, I'd like to hear this. This case is finally getting interesting. So would I. Just make sure you're not misleading the court, Regeria. Show everyone in the court exactly who else could have poisoned the wine. With pleasure, Artie. Just let me pause the murder video at the right spot. Here's the real murderer. Oh! Neat! We're gonna go with the chin. Right there. Can I go with the chin? The murderer is right there. The waiter? Yes, he's the only other person who could have poisoned the wine. But why? I'm sure if you bring him here, we'll find out. You know what? I'll allow it. Ria, you've made today's case much more interesting. Judge? Yes, dear? Add another 30 minutes to the clock. But what about my lunch? Well, Your Honor, you could schedule a break. You're right. Yeah, let's do that. Sustained. Really, Judge? I believe an hour recess is in order. God, fetch me my sandwich. You there, other guard, fetch me my mustard. It's time for my lunch munch. Stop banging the gavel. Yippee! Well done, Hope. You've passed. Passed what? The first part of your own trial. I hope you can pass the rest. It's gonna get much harder from here. Thanks, I guess. Okay, now let's go outside and see if our client has anything to say. Part of me feels glad to be out there, but I don't feel like I really know where this case is going yet. It's good to get some time to consider where the case is going. Ah, my wife's gone. Well, there goes that idea. Calm down, Brock. We're getting close to finding out who killed your wife. Ah, you think so? We've already proven that it couldn't have been you. One of the staff members at the restaurant must have done it. And there's that mysterious Jordan deed mentioned in the will. Do you know anything about that? It's a little It's a long story. Jordan and Victoria used to be married. Well, that seemed to be the case. You don't usually put someone else in your will unless you love them. You don't understand. Jordan was a woman. So what happened? I mean, you were marrying Victoria, so what happened? Well, Victoria never told me much about it, but when it came up, she would always be so worried. She would say, Jordan's gonna get me someday. I never asked her for more details than that, but I assumed the breakup did not go well. When we first met, Victoria had these bruises on her back and arms as well. Her back arms, as opposed to her front arms. I'm an idiot. But when I asked about them, she just said, Jordan, and started crying. Why didn't she try to find this Jordan if she was so dangerous? Victoria was worried whatever I did. Jordan's retribution would be horrific. She just wanted to stay away from her. Then, how did her name end up on the will? Why didn't she remove it? I don't know. I guess she never got around to changing it. Fair enough. I guess Victoria's bookkeeping isn't on trial here. I wonder if Jordan knew she was still on the will. I don't think so. I don't think we can use that as a motive. I believe there might be a more obvious one. True, but it might mean that we need to air some dirty laundry if Victoria's in court. Is this okay, Brock? I'd prefer that it didn't come up. I'm fine with Victoria's past, but the general public might have something to say. But if you think that's possible to win this trial without bringing that up, then I guess you'll have to. Regeria, your time with the defendant's up. I'll see you back in the courtroom, and I just want to say this now. Thanks. Of course, helping the innocent is what defense lawyers do. Well, it looks like we've got another visitor. That was some impressive work back there, Missy. Wish I could have said the same for you. Now, that's not a nice way to talk to the officer of the law. You do realize you're just making this trial here harder on yourself, right? You get paid the same amount if you win or lose. I never thought of it that way. Really, think about it. You play your part, lose the trial, and you'll be making it easier for the prosecution to do their job. We'll be able to thank you for it later. Officer Hawk, I think you should leave. No, boss. Let him talk. I mean no disrespect, ma'am, but I'm sure there might be a promotion for someone on the cards if you let them win. I'm sure they won't forget when they're on the up and up. See, who do you think sent me? So what do you say? Throw the trial, the price is right. No, of course not. Nicely played, my lady. What the heck are you trying to pull here, Hawk? Just glad to see your girl here is a good one. You could have just asked me and saved all the drama. It's not as fun that way. You know me, Pharaoh. Gotta have fun with it. Like that sham of a witness testimony you gave in court. This here lady lawyer needed a warm-up before the main event. Thanks, but what about your performance review? Well, that's where the rest of this here evidence comes in. If I can help you catch the real killer, my bonus don't get affected. Just mention my name when you show these items off. Artemis will just love it. She told you to hide these? Yeah, these two pieces didn't fit into her idea of facts. Well, what are they? I found the cloakroom check-in stub in Brock's coat jacket, along with a crumpled up photo of the two ladies. Never really understood what the photo was doing in that coat jacket. Oh. I wonder if this has anything to do with what Brock just said. Thanks, I think these will come in handy. Sometimes, Hawk, you almost make up for the trouble you cause. I'll go and do you one better. I'll do a background check on the staff that's working there at the wedding reception. That might about cover it, depending on what you find. Alrighty then, take care of the lady. I'm proud of you, Hope. I'll see you at the defense bench. I should prepare myself for the rest of the case. Rhea, so good to see you again. Artemis, what an unexpected surprise. So, what did you think of my proposal? I should have known you were the one behind Hawk's question. You haven't changed, have you, Artie? Good lord! I would have thought that this would have been an easy question for you, Rita. Either lose and get money, or lose and get no money. Surely it's that simple. Unlike our playground toy trials, Artie, there are consequences. Innocent people can die. But you still get paid, Ria. Exactly the same amount, whether you win or lose. Wouldn't it be nice to make a little extra on the side? It's not like a court-appointed lawyer is going to be going places in life. Why not enjoy the ride? Because innocent people need me, Artemis, and I'm the only one that can protect them. But there's no way you'll win the case. All the odds are in my favor. But there's always hope. That didn't even sound cool in the playground, Ria. You should really get rid of it. Looks like the break's almost over. Let's continue this little conversation after the end of the trial. We both know how this trial will end anyway, don't we? See you in court, Ria. Wanted that to be my line. Okay. So, everybody's back. Court is back from break. The judge has had his sandwich. And we are going to go ahead and end this episode right here. So we should be able to continue the second half of this trial. I like it. I mean, I know it's not like a super polished, amazingly crazy game. And, you know, this is the first case, so it's not going to be the most difficult. But I enjoy it. I feel like they added their own little touch to it. It's not like a straight rip of Phoenix Wright, or even AV Attorney had different things. Like, I've never seen a game where you can actually prep your witness, you know, to say, or your defendant, to have a statement, and you'd be like, oh no, don't say this, leave this out, I want you to mention this, change the phrasing here. That's really cool. I like it a lot, and hopefully you guys do as well. We will find out what the conclusion is to this awesome case in the next episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play. Don't you do it. Don't you shoot those bullets at me. Oh my god. There's like 4 crosshairs on me. How's that even possible? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. I need you to just calm down. I need me to calm down, actually. I feel like I'm talking a whole lot more in a game like this. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I made it. I did it. Floor 18. I really don't know how many floors there are in this game. Is it like 50? What are you?